What was that? What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. I'm one of your co-hosts, David. We are coming at you from our studio here in Sin City, Allergy City, Nevada, with our weekdaily live show. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer: nothing that is said on this channel should be taken as financial advice. Please scour the internet, Google, YouTube, and do your own research. With that out of the way, I'd like to introduce you to the man of many terrible dance moves, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, here at Sin City Crypto, we don't just do the live streams.
Did you really forget the name of our business? Wow.
We don't just do live streams. We also do deep dives, other content. Make sure you check out the deep dives and other content. And we're getting some buffering here. Or it's choppy. Is it? You got any? You got your Wi-Fi on there, brother?
Everything's off right now.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
Your laptop's fine. Should be fine.
Anyways, here, I'm going to trade it over to you there, brother, like we normally do when we have technical issues. Go ahead and go over the market real quick.
Should we do an Eddie and have him do a roll call? Or? Yeah, we got Eddie, bro.
Hi, guys. How's everyone doing? I miss everyone.
Yeah, we miss you too, bro. Where you been? How was your 6-week-long vacation?
I was in Hawaii for 6 weeks.
What'd you do in Hawaii?
Went snorkeling. No, I'm just
Bro,
kidding.
you
I don't want
can't
to
even
see any
swim.
comments on the chat. Thank you.
Please
Like
do.
how? Yeah, I didn't go to Hawaii. It's just been busy. Glad to be back. I'm going to do a roll call. Please let me know if you guys have trouble hearing me. I got a new mic. So, Tox, what's up, man? First one in the chat, we got Brokey Yoshi, Marky Mark, Why You Loud as well. Who else we got? We got Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
Jason Squirrel.
Crypto Junk, Jason Squirrel, and Chef Murder, as always. Sir Game, Sir Babe, Lala Bell, and yeah,
Mashawn. Malik.
Mashawn, I didn't see that, yeah. Guys, if
I'm just kidding. Eddie, I talk a lot of crap, but you're my favorite co-host, man.
thanks, bro.
Thanks for joining us today. I like
I
your
know.
beer shirt.
The beer gods, I got it in San Diego.
What's your favorite beer?
Has to be probably by Deschutes, Mirror Pond in Oregon.
Mirepoix?
Mirror Pond.
Rob, we good?
Yeah, we
Good?
just needed to refresh the streaming software.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right.
So did you
So-
end the stream? No, we're good.
No,
Yeah,
good.
me and Eddie are having a
We
good
just had
time. Me and Eddie are having a good time.
We're
Right?
talking
Were
about
you?
beer.
We're having a great time. Eddie, so
I know you don't drink beer, Robin. You drink sangrias. So
he likes to drink. This is Robin's drink. Tito's and soda, splash of cranberry.
wow, dude.
No, actually,
Two limes.
Eddie, you should come in more often. bro.
4 lemons, please.
This is funny.
Actually, I love a blush sangria, by the way. Thank you.
This is a blessing. Anyways,
All right, so now that we are back on track, we are streaming at proper frequency, and bull market's back, baby. Bull market is back. How you doing?
you're such a freaking clown.
All right, so
No more Velociraptor or bull, please.
come on, man.
We've had enough of that this
You know
week.
you like that.
No,
All
I
right.
don't.
So, anyways, thanks for your patience while we just booted that back up. Now, getting into the you did the roll call, right?
Roll call, we good.
Is DFib here? That's all I wanted to know.
DFib is not?
Was he not present?
DFib is not, but remember
DFib,
why
where
he's
you at?
not here. He's
I
dealing with
know,
some personal
I
issues.
know.
DFib, he watches our show afterwards. We love you. We miss you, my friend.
Okay.
We'll be here when you're ready to come back.
All right. And then I saw some people talking about memberships here. So a couple of things. We do have some animations coming up. So we're trying to spice up the show when people are become members. I saw somebody saying that they weren't able to find the membership on iOS devices, iPhone, iPad. They don't enable the membership button there on the side of the subscribe. But what you can do if you are an iPhone, don't have a computer at home, you can just you can just put in the top you can just basically put it in the web browser and then hit request desktop site. So there you go.
Real quick, Rokyoshi talked about lambic beer.
Bro, have you ever had a lambic beer with cheesecake?
That's a sour beer, right?
Yeah,
I hate sour beer.
Dude, but there's a lambic beer. It tastes like it's like a raspberry. It's called Cassis Lambic. With that, with a freaking New York cheesecake, bro.
You're disgusting, bro. You're
it's good.
A sick human.
I swear to God, you gotta try it.
That's good, man.
Try it.
Better than Doritos and yogurt.
You're disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Try Cassis Lambic beer with a New York cheesecake, bro. Blow your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And if it doesn't,
then eat your
gonna pay for
Doritos
it?
and cheesecake, whatever. Doritos and yogurt.
Robin, what are the markets looking like?
All right, so let's get into it. Bitcoin sitting at $30,240.63. And then we got a little rally from last night. So we take a look where Bitcoin was. So when we ended our show yesterday, it fell under 30,000. And then when we woke up this morning, it crossed the $30,000 mark. And the reason for that might have something to do with the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq up 2.11%. And with that, we have, let's see here. Taking a quick look at where we're at with the traditional markets. With the other altcoins. Ethereum is at $1,820. Now, I've been eyeballing this $1,600 Ethereum. I officially, ladies and gentlemen, put in my buy order. So I have my first limit buy for Ethereum at $1,605. So I do think it's going to get there, and that's 25% of my 25% of my capital. So. And then what else do I got? Cardano, 58 cents. Are you guys buying Cardano? That's what I want to know. If you're buying Cardano, put a 1 in the chat. If you are selling Cardano, what the hell are you doing? Don't even put anything in the chat. Solana this is a big talking point for us today, as you saw probably from the thumbnail. If you didn't catch our show yesterday, we announced that. What are you guys doing over there? Working hard. Yeah, you obviously don't understand how weight and weight works. You put the whole thing. Put it on studio cam. Look at these guys, man.
We're good. We're good, bro. Look
at these guys.
We're good.
You have, you understand how this thing works, right?
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're good, bro.
All right.
Stop hating, bro.
Okay. Anyways, so where was I at? I'm like hella confused with you guys over there. All right, now, that's all I got there on the markets. Bitcoin over 30,000
again. Oh, that's weekly.
ADA up 18%, man. You buying ADA, bro?
Hell yeah, I'm buying ADA.
You buying ADA?
What's go to daily? This is weekly. Go to daily.
So you're telling me you're not buying Bitcoin right now, but you're buying ADA at over 18%?
I've dollar cost averaging ADA.
What were you saying? What do you want me to look at?
The daily bubbles.
Oh, I'm on the weekly. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. The daily 3% for ADA, actually.
Dude, okay, so ICP, right? Weren't they at over $700 when it first came out?
Yeah, but you know how that is. It's just like a token. Any token release, it's gonna always it's always kind of the same story.
$700 at $8.
300. 365. And then now down to $8. I remember everybody was asking me about ICP when it came out. I go, what's this? It's a top 10 coin. It's on I'm like, bro, stay away from it, man. I'm like, stay away from it. It's the same thing that happened with ICP is the same thing that's happening with ApeCoin, bro. And I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? And then you got my co-host here. He's like, it's got utility, bro. And I'm like,
who said that?
You said
when
utility.
did I say?
You've said utility on ApeCoin, like
on ApeCoin. Okay, I thought you were talking about ICP.
Yeah, ICP actually. See, you know what the word utility is? It means it actually does one thing, and so that's literally utility.
Okay, An ApeCoin doesn't do one thing?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It does one thing. You're talking about it'd be like me giving you a calculator and you'd be like, well, this one can add, subtract, and divide. And I'm like, okay, well, I got a badass computer over here. That's what the layer 1 smart contracts are. They're game-changing technology. And then you have these trash tokens that come out that can do one thing. Be like, well, you can create a flip-flop. You take this and you add it with a flip-flop token.
You leave flip-flops out of this.
And
you're literally wearing
you can
flip-flops.
create if you take a VX Kong and you combine it with a goose bat, and then the two share a banana, and then they're gonna create a goat token, and then it's absolutely ridiculous. And what I'm saying here is that the utility is trash, bro. It's the way the devs
You just don't
like
understand.
to dress up. They like to dress up a piece of doo-doo, and they like to
You don't get
they like to sell it as, well, it does stuff.
You know what, Robin? From now on, you have zero room to talk on NFTs unless you buy one.
Yeah, bro, you don't have a bat cave. Shut up.
You don't have. We got 2 bat caves.
got 2 bat caves.
Look, man, I'm
We're gonna
just
throw you
saying.
in one of them and lock you in there for 3 years.
All I'm saying here is that
Goose token.
the
Goat token.
I'm just saying.
Listen, man.
That people create tokens and then they try to justify their value
But
by
just
saying
okay.
they have utility by using something else in the ecosystem.
Just like Ethereum has a platform and their token is used to transact on their platform. Same thing with ApeCoin, except they don't have their own platform. But the token is needed to be used in their ecosystem. And the ecosystem is growing. So that
What ecosystem? They have JPEGs.
they're growing an ecosystem. You're telling me Bored Apes are not growing? You're telling me Yuga Labs isn't growing an ecosystem?
They might eventually, but they don't have one right now.
They are.
They don't have an ecosystem. First of all, second of all, whatever ecosystem they quote unquote have doesn't value their company at $2 billion. It's ridiculous, man.
You're just a hater, bro. You're a Bitcoin maxi.
I'm just saying, man. The $2 billion valuation, man. That's
maxi,
more than that's more than majority of the companies around the world, and it does nothing. Besides, gives you the ability to buy land for a world that doesn't exist.
You know what we haven't talked about today?
What's that?
Rocco's hair. No way. Well, he's lucky today. There's no camera on him, or else. Yeah. At the end. Oh man, look, you're just Robin. You're an NFT hater. You obviously don't understand how the utility tokens with NFTs work, which is fine. I can help you. First, you got to buy your first NFT.
I can help you open your eyes and realize that when you say, well, it has utility, it is just it's an excuse for a company to sell you something that has no value. That's all I'm saying.
Has no value.
There you go.
Okay, interesting. Mm-hmm. What up, Big D?
Big D up in the house.
So we are.
Did you see Sean back in here?
Sean is back here. Welcome back, Sean.
Yeah, man. And then Tox is up in here. Wasn't it Tox that said he was going to get a membership? What happened, Tox?
No, that was your boy Jason.
Jason?
Yeah.
One of y'all.
Yeah.
Or which one it was.
Apparently, he only gives all us to you. Said he didn't meet me when he did meet me.
When we get 2 more members here, we unlock another emoji. Did you know that?
People want a Rocco emoji, though.
And we got an animation. So we got a new video for the next whale member.
Oh.
You know what? Go ahead, give him a preview.
No.
Well, okay, this is in honor of our 2 whales.
No. The next one, we'll do the...
No, man. It's going to probably be a month before somebody pays $25 for a membership, bro. Show. Oh. Guess what? There it is.
She blows.
Is that the pack
Then
life?
you got to switch it. Because it'll be black screen, bro.
You got to switch back to the... So, was that the Pack Life whale? Because we can get sued for that.
Pack Life?
Yeah, it's an insurance company. Their logo is a whale, that same whale.
Yes, it's the Pack Life whale.
It is?
You identified it perfectly.
Good job, man.
Yes, congratulations.
Good job, Robin.
Detective here.
You're the
He knows
detective.
all the types of whales, bro.
It's like, as you can see, it's a large dorsal fin. All right. Stock market. The stock market, Nasdaq's up 2.5%. Things are looking good. As you can see here, Nasdaq is rallying, bro. Which is, if in my opinion, if we hadn't rallied so hard on Nasdaq, we would be sitting at a low number on Bitcoin today. Are you guys in agreement? Do you think we're over 30K because of Nasdaq? What do you think?
You know, maybe. Here, I want to show something real quick. Will you go to my laptop, Rocco? Since we're talking about Nasdaq, so. I don't know if you guys remember, or those of you who've been watching, but we talked about this gap getting filled eventually, right? And literally today, this gap has been filled. So this is just trading 101. When you have gap, now with crypto, we don't see gaps because it's a continuous market, doesn't sleep. But with stuff like the Nasdaq stocks, S&P, when you see gaps like this, whether it's to the upside or downside, they do eventually end up getting filled. This one filled, almost a month later. So there you go. That's it.
I mean, they're always going to fill. I mean, you're never going to like drop down and never go back up.
Yeah, but just
think about it. If the Nasdaq drops or S&P 500 drops, it's not going to never cross that boundary again. So if it crosses it a month later, I mean, not surprised. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, unless your idea of filling a gap would be if it never ever crossed that point again, and then you just went red for eternity. But at some point, it's going to fill. Whether
I mean, gaps to the downside might not always fill. So.
It'll always fill
to the downside.
No, if it's dropping, it'll always fill. It'll always cross up, unless that's to the upside.
Certain gaps don't fill. This gap never filled. See what I'm saying?
Well, that's an upside. The direction is going up.
Right, but it doesn't fill to the downside. It means it doesn't come back down and fill this gap. You got to come down and fill the gap.
Well, it did a couple of months later, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the bottom of the market. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that theoretically,
I'm just saying a lot of traders, when they see a gap, they will always pounce. Now, typically, it's better to try to fill gaps with options contracts because you have a little bit of time. Also, got a sticker from Jay Squires. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate it.
That's right.
Stickers are great. All right, that's all I got on that one.
All right.
For David. My man. All right. What else we got, Robin?
Let's get into the hot take.
Hot take? Roll it.
It's hot.
So, the theme of today's show, obviously, was Solana. So our hot take is this. Is it too late for Solana to save face? 8 times they have gone down. The network's gone down in less than a year. Robin, I will throw it to you first. Is it too late for them to save face, or can they still be solidified as one of the top layer 1 platforms out there? Or is all hope lost? Credibility is a big thing, man.
Okay, here's the thing. If I was invested in Solana, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to collapse tomorrow. I don't think it's going to collapse next week. I don't think it's going to collapse next month. However, the writing is on the wall. It's not efficient. It doesn't functionally work like it's supposed to. It's had, time and time again, it's had issues. And if there's anything you've seen in the cryptocurrency world, is that when there are vulnerabilities, they will be exploited. When there are issues, they will be magnified with volatility and as the network grows. And so for me, I would feel vastly uncomfortable. I would feel no peace of mind having any significant amount of investment in Solana. Now, whether or not it'll break and crash and go to zero, I highly doubt it. But at the same time, it is possible. Wouldn't surprise me if I woke up tomorrow and all of a sudden massive exploit was out there and just huge exploit. Thing was going to zero. Next thing you know, next week we're talking about Solana launching a second chain and forking. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Would it surprise you, David, if that scenario happened? I don't think it's likely. I don't think it's all. But I'm just saying that, like, of all the major chains, if that were to happen, I would think it'd happen to Solana.
Here's the thing, though. The one thing they got going for them is they're still in beta, right?
It's no excuse. You're a top 10 project.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But the whole reason, you have a soft opening for a restaurant is you.
Okay. Was there a beta for Bitcoin? Was there a beta for Ethereum? Like
No,
they you know what? That's just an excuse.
Yes,
How long
it
do
is.
those
That's
usually last, like betas?
That's the
It
thing.
is
No, there
whenever.
is no betas. Like
that's what I'm saying.
that's their own excuse. That's like somebody sucking at their job and being like, "Well, I'm still on my 90-day probationary period." Be like, "Okay, but you still work here and you still suck at your job."
Here's the
and
thing.
it's the same thing with Solana. It's like, okay, I get it. You're in beta, but you know what? You know what's not in beta?
People's money.
People's money. People are invested in it. The tokens are functional. And you know what? It's not your beta version isn't gonna fork into some brand new version that is fixed. There's no alpha, there's no final product that, at least that I know of, that is fundamentally different and it runs in unison without fundamentally changing everything.
And here's the thing. I think there's a reason why they're still in beta, and I'll actually go over that when we do our talking points. There's an article about it. But as far as can they save face, I think they can. They will use this whole beta thing. They'll say, listen, we're still in beta. I agree with you that even though you're on 90-day probation doesn't mean you suck at your job. I agree. I'm just saying what they're going to use to save face is, hey, listen, we're still in beta. In beta, we become a top 10 project. Imagine when we fix everything and we go out of beta. That's going to be their spin on the whole situation. I'm not saying it's right.
Software, video games particularly.
Listen, I play video games.
Things that are in beta aren't out for sale and for purchase. They're not even playable.
I know.
So when a video game has their beta out, it's before the game releases. It's before you buy it, before you put any money in it.
Right, but
you go and you test it and you see if it breaks.
But here we are. They're in beta. It's here.
It's an excuse, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And they're going to use that excuse to save face.
Yeah,
So.
and here's the thing. Okay.
How
you
many
can call
projects
it
come out in beta? Is it just a select
it's
few?
just
Or is
it's
it
not a select. It's just a term they put on there. They rushed out a chain that wasn't ready, and they're like, oh well. And then when things don't work, they're like, well, it's in beta. I mean, well, you released it. You had an ICO. You issued out tokens. You had a private sale. You launched it. You went to the exchanges to get listed on exchanges, and then you went through. You provided liquidity to the exchanges, and you launched dApps. You partnered with other chains. You have an NFT platform. You did every single step that every other chain has done throughout the process. The only difference is when shit breaks, you're like, well, we're in beta. No, you're not in beta. You are running a financial chain right now. You have a fintech product that is functional with billions of dollars in it, and when it breaks and it doesn't work, you simply hide behind a mask and say, well, it's in beta. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Bitcoin never had a beta. Ethereum never had a beta. Binance never had a beta. And if they did beta before they released it and took people's money. And you know what? You're playing with people's finances, and you know what? The writing is on the wall. You're going to slowly die, or the thing's going to crash and burn, and you're going to go down as an epic failure, and everybody's going to be like, well, I mean, we all saw it coming. But like, well, then do something about it, because everybody said the same thing about Terra. You're like, well, everybody knew it was coming. The warning signs were there. The warning signs are here. And you know what? You want to ignore them and throw your money in there? Good luck. I hope it works out for you.
I agree with everything you said, but going back to the original question, can they save face? The answer is yes, because they will hide behind the whole beta thing.
I'm not saying it's doomed. Not saying that it's doomed. I'm not saying there's no way out. All I'm saying is that
wait till you guys hear
tons of risk. Then and with if you have option A, B, C, and D, right? A is Bitcoin, B is Ethereum, C is Cardano, D is Solana. Why in the hell would you take on any kind of risk when the returns are pretty comparable? You get what I'm saying? It's not like it's not like you're investing in Solana at 50 cents. You know what I mean? You're investing in something that has so much upside. You know what I mean? Comparable upside to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. And so the upside return versus the potential risk for the thing not working and just dying, because obviously 8 times it went down in 6 months. 6 months, it is broken 8 times. And if that's like, hey, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Like, how about you buy a car and have it break down 8 times in 6 months, and then tell me you feel comfortable taking a road trip with that thing.
Look at this, Robin.
Like airplane seats, bro.
This is Uptime, okay? So in January 6th, partial outage 16 hours. January 7th, partial outage 10 hours. January 8th, partial outage 8 hours. Then the 9th, then the 10th, 11th, 12th. That was in January. Then a week later, 21st, 12 hours. 22nd, 17 hours. February, March was clean. April, major outage, 2 hours and 42 minutes. May 1st, major outage, 5 hours, 31 minutes. And then June, major outage yesterday, 4 hours and 10 minutes. Prior to that, last year, in September, they had a few ones. They had another major outage on the 14th. 17 hours the network was down. So, not a very good track record. But, again, not saying I agree with it, but their whole thing is going to be save face.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If they didn't slap the sticker beta, would it change your mind at all?
Yes. Well, me personally, about them saving face.
No, I'm just saying that if you were just to look at this project from top to bottom, and you look at the history, you look at the amount of money that's locked into it,
I would not feel comfortable holding any Solana tokens.
Okay, but would it change your perspective at all?
No.
If on their website it said beta, or on their website it had no mention of beta,
No.
it's the same thing.
I know, but I'm saying what this is a ploy they're gonna use.
No, yeah, I
me
get
as
it.
an investor, I don't
I'm
care if
just
it's
like-
beta or not beta. If you're live,
whatever.
you got money.
You're live, bro. You beta,
And guess what? Sin City Crypto, we live, baby. No, but like I said, I agree with everything you said. I don't think you can hide behind beta. I don't think you should, but that's what they're going to do. And you'll see why I say that when we go through our talking points, which is a great segue to our next segment, the talking points. All right. So the first article we're going to talk about is, of course, Solana. Bug brings down Solana blockchain for 4 hours.
There were reports of it being 6 hours as well, so there's different time ranges. But anyways,
blockchain
longer than
platform
it should have been.
Solana was down this afternoon for over 4 hours due to a bug that stopped blockchain production. The issue was due to a bug with the durable nonce feature of the blockchain. Well, you might ask, what is durable nonce? Because I had no idea, so I decided to do some research. To prevent replay,
I thought that was an energy drink.
nonce? No, that's NOS.
Oh.
To prevent replay, Solana transactions contain a nonce field populated with a recent block hash value. A transaction containing a block hash that is too old, which is considered anything around over 2 minutes, is rejected by the network as invalid. Unfortunately, certain use cases, such as custodial services, require more time to produce a signature for the transaction. So a mechanism like a durable nonce is introduced. So when you do have transactions that are going to take longer than 2 minutes, instead of it being invalidated on the Solana main chain, you do it as a durable nonce, and then it has its own block hash. It's super complicated the way it works. I'm not going to go over it, but just so you guys have an idea what it is, that's where the bug came in, the durable nonce. It caused part of the network to consider the block as invalid, which led to no consensus being formed. Validators worked together to restart the Solana network with the durable nonce feature disabled. The bug will be fixed in a future update. So, what are your thoughts, Robin?
I don't care what the reason is. You turn the damn thing off, it's broke.
Oh, and I found a picture of the actual bug that took the network down. That's a Kimber 45 and that's a Colt 45 right there, boy. Yeah, so this was the bug, apparently the culprit of the takedown. So, man, the Solana bug, yeah.
Hopefully looks similar to a Hornet. Just,
like those
just
Japanese
throwing it out
murder
there. I know you're a working detective, so that might give you a lead there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Like I was saying, it doesn't matter what happened. If it broke, it broke. In the same analogy I use, if you have a brand new car and it breaks down 8 times, if the 8th time they're like, well, it was just a timing belt adjustment, it doesn't really matter how small the problem is. If it broke, it broke. You know what I mean? Like you could sit here and be like, well, the transmission didn't break, so that's like super expensive, so that's a good thing. But like, I get that. Doesn't matter if it's small, if it's big. Like if it breaks, it breaks. And at this point, enough excuses. Get your crap together.
Listen to this, okay? So this leads me to our next article on Solana. During a short video clip, Solana co-founder Anatoly Yakovenko criticized Cardano, saying its approach to blockchain development leads to longer shipping times.
When was it? Was this before or after the?
This is after.
When did he throw this one out?
And hold on. It gets way better, my friend. Okay, remember this term, kissing frogs, okay? Kissing frogs.
So when was this article? It says
today, June 2nd, 10:57 a.m.
And he said this?
He said this. Hold on,
he said this today?
Buddy, it gets better. Just hold your horses.
Okay.
Relax.
Yakovenko said, cutting corners, or as he phrases it, kissing frogs, is the only way to ship on time. Such statements imply security, reliability, and robustness are not pressing concerns for Yakovenko. According to Solana's Uptime ticker, there have been 12 instances of downtime this year. And this is straight from him. As an engineer that has to ship code and get paid for it, it's just that stuff doesn't work. You got to like swallow, kiss a couple frogs in your design and ship stuff and just get it done.
Okay, let me ask you a quick question before you break down this article. If you went to your bank and you're opening up a bank account and the banker was like, well, sometimes we get mistakes, it gets a bumpy road, but it's not about security here. It's not about functionality. It's about making sure that we roll this thing out in time. If your banker said that, you'd be like, what do you mean it's not by security? Well, I mean, security is kind of like an afterthought here. Like, we're just going to take your money.
We don't use words like security around here.
Like, you know what's really important? Reaching dates, goals, and making sure we make money here. However, what's not important or it's not a priority here is your money and how this whole thing works.
And that's a great segue, Robin, because Mr. Hoskinson responded to this video.
I'm sure I haven't even seen this, and I'm sure he probably has something
So
juicy.
the primary criticism is that Cardano writes software carefully. And by the way, in this video, you know what?
So you got a video of Hoskinson?
Can we play the video of what Yakovenko said, the Solana guy?
Yeah. Throw it up.
Okay.
I didn't even know there was a video. Yeah, let's get that
sure if it was gonna. All right, Rocco, I'm gonna play this video.
These all crypto guys? I'm not even familiar with these guys.
So, no idea. This right here is Anatoly Yakovenko. So this is the Solana co-founder.
All right, this is our competition, guys.
And that is because I used to be a Haskell programmer. The approach that they're taking is so extremely esoteric, with such a huge stick up their ass about correctness that this is why they're never going to ship. And it's almost like, they're trying, right? They're trying to build something that is like a cathedral. As an engineer that had to ship code, and get paid for it. It's just that stuff doesn't work. You got to swallow, kiss a couple frogs in your design and ship stuff and just get it done. And so Polkadot also is kissing frogs, right? And
You got a lot of nerve talking shit about two of the top projects in the space when all your project does is go down. Like this reminds you of Do Kwon. Right or wrong? Does this not remind you a little bit of Do Kwon?
Yeah, kind of arrogant.
This is a Do Kwon guy right here. This is scary. How are you going to sit there a day after the 8th outage of your network in 6 months, sit there and rag on Cardano, who has never gone down once, rag on Polkadot, who has never gone down once, and say, they got to stick up their ass because they take their time. And Cardano's writing in Haskell, which is a really, really hard code to learn. We just get it out there. Like, what? This guy, man, he's going to lose a lot of people money. He's going to lose a lot of people money. Let me ask you this question. If Cardano had the adoption that Solana does, would Solana even sniff anywhere near Cardano's market cap? Answer is no. Man, that when I watched that this morning, I was like, this guy, man, this some Do Kwon stuff right here. People like this tend to get humbled, as Do Kwon did. Yeah, short Solana, not financial advice. I don't know, Rob. What do you think? I mean, is this guy out of line, or am I overreacting here?
You know how I feel about it. The project's a clown. The dude's a clown. I'll just leave it at that. Let's go.
Kind of looks like a clown.
I want to know what Charles Hoskinson said. Let's go.
Okay, so he said, so the primary criticism is that Cardano writes software carefully when billions of dollars are at stake for millions of users and thousands of businesses rely upon the infrastructure for their livelihood. I'd love to see these guys build a hospital. Listen, guys, this is especially relevant in the world of NFTs, right? When something gets pushed back, a reveal gets pushed back, a mint date gets pushed back, people freak out. Same thing with crypto projects. When stuff gets pushed back, people are like, whoa, they're not doing it. Listen, sometimes it's worth it. If the team knows what they're doing,
it'll piss you off.
It's worth your patience.
It's the same thing when you have like the next Windows update or something, the next Windows, Windows 12 or 11 or 10 or whatever it is. And you're sitting here waiting for it. And then all of a sudden they push it back. And Rocco, right. So, they end up pushing it back, but it's for a reason, because nobody wants to buy a new iPhone, for example, or a new computer with a new operating system and the whole thing crash. Yeah. So I'd rather give me the old stuff or just don't ship it out till it's ready. It's just basic economics and basic business structure from top to bottom.
It's called ethics.
Yeah, it's just, you just don't release a product if it's not ready. It's just basic business, bro.
Well, especially when it involves millions of people and millions of dollars.
It's the same. You could do this. You could say the same about baby formula. You could say the same thing about, cars with the recalls. You could say the thing, if something's not ready and you rush it out there, there's fundamental consequences for it.
By the way, just real quick, speaking, you mentioned baby formula. I know there's so many parents that are having issues finding it. One thing that I was talking to my friend about yesterday, he was able to go to Amazon and when you go to the desktop where it says US, click that and choose Canada and you'll be able to buy formula. They have plenty there. So if you know someone that's struggling to get baby formula, I know it's a crisis here in the U.S.
We won't dig into that, man. I'm saying there's a lot of things I want to say, but that's a sensitive subject, so I'm not gonna. I just want not really our lane, anyways. But,
I feel like it's a resource people can use.
But let me tell you, man. What happened there? If you're interested, if you don't know what the hell we're talking about, go look it up. Absolutely disgusting business tactics and ethics just got crossed and stepped on. So we'll just leave it at that, man.
All right, let's move on.
Let's go.
It's not Tuesday, but we're talking tacos, baby. Taco tokens. Chipotle adds crypto payments via Flexa. Chipotle. If you're not familiar with by the way, are you Chipotle or Cafe Rio kind of guy?
Oh man, I'm about to go Cafe Rio.
Me too. Eddie?
Cafe Rio.
My dude. Rocco? Delicious.
Especially with that sauce, that house sauce.
Which one?
I don't know. It's like a cilantro cream. I don't know.
All right. So the popular Mexican fast food chain Chipotle is now accepting crypto payments through digital payment provider Flexa at all of its over 2,950 U.S.-based restaurants. Now, Flexa is, I don't want to say the largest, but one of the largest as far as having merchants under their umbrella. They have over 40,000 between Canada and the U.S. And also, the people from Flexa are also the people behind AMP token. AMP token is kind of like Nano, used for kind of like XRP, used for payments. So, Flexa announced a partnership on Wednesday, which will see Chipotle accept all 98 cryptocurrencies Flexa currently supports, including Bitcoin, ETH, 7 stable coins like USDC. So, Robin, will you be buying your next burrito in Bitcoin?
Hell yeah, man. I'm thinking about making a trip to the old Chipotle afterwards today.
Is it all of them?
Every Chipotle in the U.S., man.
That's dope.
That's dope, yeah.
So, yeah,
Who's
I think
next?
maybe we'll bring a camera with. I would say let's bring a camera and record it, but I think it'd be kind of a boring transaction, huh?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Jack Mahler's did, and it was pretty good.
His was pretty boring.
That's Jack Mahler's. Eddie said, "Who do you think is next?" You know who I think is next?
Tell me.
Old Navy.
Old Navy.
Yeah.
You look like somebody who would shop at Old Navy. He's like, hey, babe, this fleece is only $25. You walk in. Where you get that small ass fleece from?
Where you hitting on the lady, bro? My aunt used to work there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hated it though.
What do you order when you go to Chipotle? Like a cheese quesadilla? You look like, yeah.
Bro, shut your ass up, bro. I'm a burrito kind of dude. Anyways, so this is what we're gonna keep seeing, right? As the crypto trend and the crypto wave continues to grow, more and more companies are gonna want to get ahead. And so we know how passionate the crypto community is. And I bet you people like Chipotle are like, hey, if we get behind this, we might see an influx of people just supporting us because we're supporting cryptocurrency. It's a space where there's so much passion behind it. So I think this is great. Robin, anything else you want to add to this?
I mean, okay. It's cool. It's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's that game changing though. I just, at the end of the day, people are just going to go there. They're going to use their Visa card. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. There are going to be some people that are like, hey, guess what? Like, I'll do it, but they're not going to, they're not going to be collecting tons of revenue. Okay. Like for example, when I was in the restaurant business before, and we would look at all the numbers at the end of the day, you would have your printout and you would have your transactions. It would say Visa. It would be, say you had $10,000 in sales for the day. You would have Visa, it'd be 8,000. And you'd have MasterCard, it would be, 1,800. You have American Express, $500. Then you would have one lonely transaction, which was Discover Card. And then there would be days and days and days that you had no Discover Card transactions. And I look at Discover Card, which is that network, way bigger than probably Flex is, I'm assuming, right? It has to be. Huge. But anyways, what I'm saying is that even though they take the payment, even though it's there, people aren't going to really use it until crypto becomes way bigger than it is now. And so I think when you look at the bottom of the profit and loss sheets, or you look at the transactions, they're going to be minuscule. But it's a right move. It's going in the right direction. So,
I mean, again, follow the money, follow the resources. All right, let's talk some Bitcoin. Bitcoin daily mining revenue slumped in May to an 11-month low. Now, this is not all bad news, okay? Despite the headline. Bitcoin mining revenue and profitability have continued to slide along with the asset's price this year as the crypto winter deepens. Bitcoin daily mining revenue tanked as much as 27% in the month of May. Here's a chart you can see. I've been on this downslope here since about April of this year. Mining profitability, which is a measure of daily dollars per terahashes per second, has hit its lowest level since October of 2020. Now, the network hash rate remains high, however, with the current daily average at 211.82 exahashes per second. High hash rates below profitability may suggest that there is a far greater level of competition in the Bitcoin mining sector than seen previously. In earlier bear markets, miners have powered down their rigs as the asset price dropped and the operations became temporarily unprofitable. So what they're saying is, even though we're seeing low profitability, we're still seeing network hash rate at all-time highs, which means it's getting diversified, which is good. Additionally, miners to exchange flows have just hit a 4-month high, suggesting that they may be making preparations to sell some Bitcoin to cover falling revenue. And here is a chart. Now, I would have normally pulled this up on my Glassnode account, but I don't have access to this one because you need to pay like $1,200 a month to have access to this one, and we ain't there yet. And yeah, so last time we saw levels here, it was back here, and Bitcoin just took a massive dump. This was in February of this year. We are reaching this dotted line again. Will we see a dump in Bitcoin? Probably. But yeah, so pretty interesting. Robin, what are your thoughts on the article?
These things tend to catch up. So perhaps right now you might have a very high hash rate. The difficulty for mining Bitcoin might be pretty high, but this basically says, hey, not as profitable. And at some point, if Bitcoin keeps dropping, if Bitcoin gets down to say 25,000, you think it's going to get there, David? You've mentioned that many times, and even lower numbers than that. But as the price keeps dropping and the hash rate stays the same, so you basically got to have the same amount of power to mine one Bitcoin, but you got to have all those ASICs on. Then the amount of money you need to put up front to run your operation isn't justified on the back end by the reward or, you know, how much the Bitcoin is worth when you mine it. And maybe in the short term, it doesn't matter because you can be like, instead of a miner selling their Bitcoin today, they can just wait a week and wait for the price to bounce back up, or 2 weeks, or maybe a month. But if you're getting a bear market and you have lower lows and lower highs and you don't get the bounce back and you just keep going further down and you keep waiting to sell, at some point you need to pay your bills. You got investors, you got publicly traded company. There's lots of things that go into mining as far as what you need to provide. You have tons of loans. Most of these big mining companies, they get loans. They get huge loans, collateralized loans. And what they do is they take those loans and they buy more ASICs to mine more. And they got to make their payments with interest. And so it's a cute idea to sit here and say, oh, hey, you know what? They'll just hodl until the price rebounds, but they can't. And so as a business, they need to generate revenue and they need to sell. And if the price keeps dropping and they are working at a loss, they're going to turn off their units. And as they turn off their units, as each miner starts to turn off their ASICs, the hash rate will go down. And that's why, you know, there has in history is shown there's been a correlation to the price. And as the price goes up, you can, you know, you get more rewards, you get more money, which in turn you can go buy more ASICs. So it works in the opposite direction as well. So right now, hash rate's up, Bitcoin price down. They'll meet again. There you go.
Until we meet again. I'm sure there was a song that had that beat. So, all right, let's talk some centralization. A lot of centralized talk today. Solana, Robin centralized. Anyways, Gemini is reducing staff by 10% to survive crypto winter. Gemini Trust is letting 10% of its staff go as it sees a significant drop in trading activity. This is the first time the exchange laid off its staff since it was founded in 2014, and the first time its founders said they were seriously affected by market turmoil. There might be a reason other than market turmoil that this is happening. And I just found the article 2 minutes ago. This is where we are now. This is from the Gemini, people at Gemini. This is where we are now in the contraction phase that is settling into a period of stasis, what our industry refers to as crypto winter. This has all been further compounded by the current macro and geopolitical turmoil. We are not alone.
Bro, what is going on with your singing today,
I'm a music
bro?
guy, bro. I like music.
Please
now,
stop.
Here's an article I found. You get story time, I get my 2 seconds of singing, all right? CFTC sues Gemini, claiming the crypto exchange lied in futures contract evaluation. The U.S. CFTC filed a lawsuit against Gemini Trust in the U.S. Southern District Court of New York on Thursday. CFTC claimed in the civil suit that Gemini made false or misleading statements to the CFTC in 2017 during in-person meetings and in documents, violating the Commodity Exchange Act and other regulations. CFTC is considering whether the proposed Bitcoin futures contract would be susceptible to manipulation. And apparently, the response from Gemini was misleading, was false. And now they are getting sued. So, does Gemini know they were in the wrong? Is crypto winter just a splash in the pond of the bigger problems to come for Gemini? Robin, what are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Man, I don't care what Gemini does. I don't care if they lay off 10% of their staff. It's a bear market. What's the big deal?
You don't care that they lay off 10% of their staff. This is why I say this man is a reptile.
Tesla stayed off.
Robin is a reptile.
Bro.
He's cold-blooded, man. Bro, what about the 10% of people that lost their jobs?
Okay, here's the thing. The markets are down. Viewership is down.
I don't see any other. I don't see Binance
there's less transactions.
FTX is hiring people. Okay. FTX is looking to buy other companies.
If I told you Nvidia laid off employees, would you be surprised?
Yes.
their sales literally just fell off a cliff.
Okay.
And if you were working at JP Morgan, for example, and you got laid off because the market tanked, I'm just saying that when your business model, when you're an exchange, and literally how you make revenue is by transactions. You get a certain percentage of a transaction. You get a transaction fee with every transaction. The transaction, when you get 25% less, when you only get 25% of your total transactions that you used to have, then at that point, you're making 20. You're only if you have a business and you're making $1 million, and then the next year you make $250,000, you're supposed to not lay anybody off. I'm just saying, it's basic economics, basic business. And do I really give a damn what Gemini, who is an exchange I don't personally use, I don't care about, and they lay off 10% of their employees in a bear market?
That's it.
That's it.
What about this whole lawsuit?
Care about a lawsuit either. You know what? If you're lying about your futures trades, not surprised. You know who else lies about futures trades? Every single trading firm in Wall Street lies about them as well. So,
all right,
it's just a game we play.
Let's move on to another game called OpenSea.
Never call me a lizard again either.
You are a lizard. I called you a reptile. Cold-blooded. All right, now our friend Big D mentioned this. OpenSea's former head of product arrested and charged in first NFT insider trading case. Nathaniel Chastain just sounds like a scammer. The former head of product of the leading Ethereum NFT marketplace, OpenSea, has been indicted by a grand jury on wire fraud and money laundering. He was found to be actively engaging in insider trading on OpenSea for monetary benefits. He was accused of using secret Ethereum wallets to buy NFTs based on confidential information that they would soon be featured on the OpenSea front page. He was arrested Wednesday morning in New York, and notably from June 2021 to September 2021, Chastain sold NFTs for 2 to 5 times his purchase price shortly after they surged in price after the OpenSea front page exposure. Now,
so one thing I didn't know that you could be indicted on insider trading if it wasn't a publicly traded company. First of all, now I did know, I do understand the premise behind insider trading. I always assumed it only pertained to publicly traded companies, but apparently not. So that's interesting. Not surprised, but it was only, 19 Ethereum he made? It doesn't say there, but he didn't come off, if you are
I bet you there's people in Wall Street that do this on the daily and make way more. Oh, come on, bro. Bro, you go
to prison for that. Here's the thing. No, you go to prison for that. Martha Stewart went to prison for this exact same thing.
Martha Stewart's a G. What I'm trying to say is, you're telling me you hold an executive position at a large company, and something's coming up. You're not going to go tell your family or someone, hey, this is happening. You don't necessarily have to do.
No, you don't. If you value your freedom, you don't
think. Come on,
honestly,
bro.
You don't, bro, because you literally can end up in jail and prison for this.
What is wrong with you're saying?
Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, if you have a YouTube show, you don't drop no words because you're very aware that you'll get canceled for it. If you're a CEO of a company,
but you can't hide
don't
behind
drop
that.
It's sensitive inside information.
Of course they do.
If you work for HR, you don't go around harassing people because you'll lose your job. When you do it discreetly,
people will do it.
Okay, if you're a police officer, you don't use excess force because you're going to be on camera when the people are outside.
On camera.
When you're outside,
you're on
people
camera.
Are sitting there with their phones out, recording
words,
you.
Camera.
You know damn well. You're like, okay, let me make sure.
Zero sense.
What I'm saying
you
is,
make 0 sense.
No, make all this sense here. Okay,
we're talking about
if you are a CEO of a company and you have sensitive information that is privy to the future of the company
that you can discreetly tell tell someone,
No.
not put it all over
And
social
you know what
media.
happens when you discreetly do that crap?
What?
You go to prison.
Yeah,
That's
really.
What happens.
They catch every single person that does that.
I'm not saying.
I
I'm not
guarantee
saying
you,
that
to this
there
day,
hasn't been individuals
there
that
are
have gotten away with a crime.
There are
you know?
thousands of people that do that.
Here's the thing.
I guarantee you.
If you got a Ferrari and you want to go drive that thing over the speed limit, you're not going to get pulled over every single time. But every once in a while, you get pulled over. And you know what?
It happens. I'm not saying it's right, but it happens every day. I guarantee you.
Every day,
guarantee you. Yes.
No.
Bro.
You're talking about losing your freedom because you want to run around and tell people
You don't
insider
run around
information.
and tell people.
Well, what do you call it? What do you use your carrier pigeons that you were talking about yesterday?
No, you can tell your family or someone, anyone you trust, be like, hey, this is happening. Why don't you go put some money on it?
That'll end you up in prison. Straight up.
And people still do stuff that ends in prison every day.
You better be careful with me, bro, because apparently you have a different insider trading mind view. I'm never going to do insider trading. Apparently, you need to keep your mouth shut when it comes to your family, because if you're going to be like, yo, this Sin City crypto token is about to get listed over here, don't drag me into your prison time, bro. That's all I'm saying.
What is wrong with you? Something is really wrong with you.
I'm just saying,
literally.
man. You, as a CEO of a big company in Wall Street, you said publicly traded company.
Yes.
As a CEO of a publicly traded company, you don't divulge sensitive information.
Sure, you shouldn't, but they do.
And if you do, you're risking prison time. So I think it's unlikely that it's happening on the regular, like you said.
It happens, guaranteed.
Not on the regular.
Guaranteed. Yeah. You're wrong. All right, back to this article. Anyone else got anything to say before I move on?
No.
Eddie?
Nope.
You good? You combing out your gray hairs over there? More NFT news. Kanye West, Yeezus himself, stakes claim for NFT.
Did you call him Yeezus?
Well, that's literally the name of his.
His name like
Oh, that's the name of his NFT? Is
No,
Yeezus?
his right here. Yeezus brand right here.
Oh, you would, wouldn't
his
you,
name
Kanye?
Yee, though?
Like,
I don't
why?
even know.
Oh man, he's
He's so
a
full of
religious guy.
himself. He branded himself as Yeezus. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
You are
Have
weird.
you
You
guys
ran
seen
for
the
president
documentary
last.
on Netflix about him?
What?
There's like a new documentary on Netflix.
Oh, is it good? It's got to be good.
What is
It's
it called?
good.
Pete
It's-
Davidson Stole My
I
Wife?
don't know. It's
Pete Davis
I really
stole
don't
my
know what it's
wife.
called, but I watched like half of it and I forgot. I didn't
Dude, I
watch
gotta
the
go
rest
home
of it,
and
but it
watch
was
that.
good. It was good.
All right, if you had to pick one of the three Kardashians to go on a date with, which one would you pick? Kim, Khloe, or Kourtney?
Courtney.
Can I say Bruce?
It's Caitlyn, all right? Caitlyn wasn't
I would
part
choose
of that
Courtney,
plan.
bro.
Courtney?
Yeah.
Robin?
Go with Kim, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it original, baby.
Kim's OG.
I don't like her.
Plus, you already kind of know what you're working with, if you know what I'm saying.
That's a lot of maintenance, man, in my own opinion. But
Yeah, but I'd be very careful. In January, rapper, producer, and fashion designer Kanye West shared an Instagram image of a handwritten note that included the line, "Don't ask me to do a effing NFT." He added, "Ask me later." Well, apparently later is here because he has filed 17 trademark applications with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, including mentions of potential non-fungible assets and metaverse experiences. Potential for providing an online marketplace for buyers of crypto and digital collectibles, currencies, tokens, and assets. The applications all center on the use of the Yeezus brand. By the way, the Yeezy shoes, those are fire. They're so comfortable. You have a pair? You know you don't because
so
you're cheap.
ugly, bro. I know
Eddie,
you
have a
were
pair?
absolutely in
You have
love
a pair of
with them.
Yeezys?
Probably worn them like 3 times, but yeah.
They're so ugly, bro. I can't do it.
Can't be uglier than you. Yeezys? Shoes? They're shoes.
They're the ugliest shoes ever made.
They're not the ugly. They're
They
not the
all
ugly.
look the same, but they have a different stripe of color on there. And the only reason
Isn't that what like every shoe is? They're all like the same except they have different designs.
Good point. Good
Point. Thank you.
Color scheme, okay? But you know, you got different
No,
Nikes.
Yeezys are fire,
You know,
bro.
you got like the Air Force Ones, you got the Hirachis, you got the Air Max, you know.
Did you say hibachi?
Hirachis.
You like hibachi?
Hibachi.
All right. So we see celebrities
They're
coming
ugly,
into
right? I see Rocco's expression. He pulled them up. They're absolutely atrocious. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish Rocco had a microphone so you could hear his
Rocco,
disgust.
Go
So
put some gel in your hair, bro. So You know, I'm not surprised. You're going to see more of this. Celebrities.
The Yeezys look like somebody took a blanket and then just attached it to a shoe sole.
What?
I'm telling you. Which one? Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with those. So
You guys are crazy, man. These shoes are dope. Anyways,
super ugly.
anyone in the chat own any Yeezys? You telling me these are ugly right here, bro? Look how dope these are. Look how cool these are.
Yeah.
All right, here.
I don't know what Rocco was saying, but he said it's a banana.
It's a banana. Paisana. Look at these, bro. These are nice, man. You know, I was gonna get my kids a pair, but they're too expensive. You're crazy, bro. Anyways,
Things are ugly, bro.
anyways, let's get back to Kanye West. Are we gonna see more and more celebrities get into the NFT space? Because A, it's a hot topic. B, it's easy, especially if you have money. You just hire a dev. You already got the marketing and the branding. Hire a dev, hire an artist, make 800 Ethereum on a drop, and there you go. Would you say, Robin, that more than 75% of the celebrities that get into the NFT space is a cash grab?
I mean, what else would it be? Do you think they're trying to build an artistic portfolio?
Or they're trying to establish themselves in an up and coming market? What percentage would you say money, only money driven, trying to, establish themselves in a growing market?
Okay, but so when you say establish yourself in a growing market, you're just trying to establish a brand. Here's the thing. What is a NFT line? NFT line is to showcase your personality, your artistic style, to showcase
Utility.
perhaps an up and coming artist or maybe a famous artist.
Or some utility.
To have different artwork. What utility does NFTs have? Your JPEG versions, they don't have any utility, bro. Okay, there is utility when it comes to NFTs. You can, do tickets to concerts, plane tickets, perhaps, contracts, important documents as far as identity.
Okay.
However, NFTs, your picture, the picture of if you sit here and you got a picture of a frog, and you're like, hey, this frog is now worth a lot more money because now it can breed with a tadpole, and then the two can come
Is
together.
he attacking us, bro? Because we have a frog, bro.
No clue, bro.
Same, man.
Is he attacking us, bro?
You know what he sounds like? He
I
sounds
feel like he's attacking us, bro.
He sounds like those. He sounds like those people who have zero idea on crypto and just listen to what mainstream media says. NFTs are only used for money laundering.
David,
Bitcoin is
don't
bad for
show
the
him
environment.
our portfolio ever again, bro.
That's what he sounds
He's
like.
attacking us, bro.
He's a clown, bro.
Because we have a frog.
Do you guys have a frog? Do you really?
We do have a frog. No, we have a toad.
Yeah,
I have a duck. I have a duck, a frog. We have a bat, a toad. We need a llama.
We have a friend named Alan. He always says Eddie looks like a frog.
Yeah, he does.
We do.
What do you mean?
I have a friend.
Alan, little short
I know,
Alan.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know.
He's like, Eddie look like a frog.
He looks more like an armadillo kind of.
Shut up, llama.
Gray hair. Anyways, now a new NFT project that just has been on absolute fire for I have zero reason why. That's what pisses me off about the NFT space. You're looking at projects, super cool art, blah blah blah. Nothing happens, and then you look at this stuff right here, Goblin Town, notches over 10 million in sales in over 24 hours. Like what? What is this?
Those look cool, man.
Yeah, look about as cool as you are. Goblin Town NFTs.
That's an NFT FOMO into
Go ahead. You want to pay 8 Ethereum for one? A new meme adjacent collection surpassed the likes
8
of
Ethereum right now?
I'll show you in a second. Bored Ape and Mutant Yacht Club. Pass it. Launched on May 22nd. They are unapologetically crude drawings of goblin-like creatures with a culture built around poor grammar, memes, and toilet humor. What else did I see here?
Goblin.
And here we go. Let's refresh the page. Right now, if you want a Goblin Town NFT, you can get one for the low price of 6.6 Ethereum. If we take a look at what the trading volume looked like, it got all the way up to, I believe it. Yeah, it got up to 8 ETH. So tons of liquidity too. I mean, just in the last 30 minutes, you've had 5 or 6 transactions. Like, yeah, man. Like, first, like, what is this? Like, this literally looks like Robin. Hey, it's only, you can put a bet in for 5. like what? Like, okay. Anyone in the chat own one of these? Please say no.
See, like, I'm not even trying to be funny, man, but I would rather own one of those than the prototypical JPEG where it's the exact same outline of the character, but with just a different smile and a hat on their head. At least each one of these is individually unique and different. Instead of it being
they're all individually unique and different.
No, but I'm saying they have different heads and they got different bodies. And you look at any other NFT, look at your crypto bats. They all have the exact same wings in the same position. You look at the Bored Ape, they're all standing with the shoulders and everything. The only difference is the physical characteristics between the eyes, the nose, the mouth, whatever gear they're wearing, and their skin color. And that's the only difference. Now here you have individual, unique, different attributes for each one, and you got one bigger head, smaller head, potato head, you got teardrop head, you know what I mean? And you got different bodies. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You're gonna diversify your NFTs. I like it, man. I'm gonna pick some. See, Rocco likes it too, man. And Rocco ain't never like no.
You guys are both weirdos.
Look at, he's got a sock on his ear. Like, that's dope. How much is that one?
7.5.
7.5. Hey, you know what? When my fill orders, I got a fill order. I'm picking up what is it? 5.5 Ethereum at 1,600. So,
I'm not sure if Sean's being serious. He said he got 3 of them. I doubt he's being serious. I'm starting to feel like 90% of what Sean says is joking. But if you have 3, congratulations. You made a lot of money, depending on where you bought it. But anyways, moving forward. Just a heads up, we will be breaking up our talking points segment. We will do our talking points where we talk about the main articles, news, and then we'll have a separate NFT section. As the NFT market grows, spend some time on that as well.
I like NFTs. I like the space. I like
you like them so much you don't buy any.
I just don't like some of the I don't feel like, I feel like there's 2 lanes. There's cryptocurrency and then there's NFTs. Like, there's no reason to stick on a new token on top of an NFT and then have it be something that's like, quote unquote, going to be game changer and be a top project. Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I say, I love NFTs. Let's keep the sector growing. Just stop trying to over monetize it.
You don't have an NFT.
Stop trying to over monetize and create some value out of some token. It's just a money grab, bro. That's all.
Oh, man. All right. We're done with our segment. We are now moving on to our last segment of the show, market analysis. All right. So, taking a gander back at the overall crypto markets, we are sitting at $1.23 trillion in overall market cap with over 19,710 cryptocurrencies currently on CoinMarketCap. Trading volume has ceased to under $80 billion. I believe when Robin pulled his up, we were closer to that $90 billion range. Bitcoin dominance is at 46.6. ETH dominance is 17.8. Gas on ETH is pretty low. Only 49 Gwei. Now, biggest gainers. Sweet Soul. Frog Inu. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go over those. Bitcoin holding steady over 30,240. BNB. You know, someone said, I believe it was a tweet or something. They said all tokens on BNB are trash. Robin, do you agree? Are all tokens on BNB trash?
No. There are a handful of.
But would you agree
of prominent? Here's the thing: to launch a brand new token on Binance is super easy and absolute cheap. So basically, I could take the Johnny Depp token.
By the way, he won his.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
trial.
I'm just thinking, like, what's the biggest social thing that's happened right now?
So next time,
so you can do the Johnny Depp token, and you could launch it in about 20 minutes, not even, and it'll cost you about $2, and then you could just, and it would be on Binance Smart Change. Now, that's a good thing if you're looking at how easy and cheap it is to transact and to create value and how to make tokens and
Also a good thing
create
you're trying to scam people.
NFTs on BNB. But you look at Ethereum, on the other hand, and your simple transactions, and it could cost you thousands of dollars to run that.
Takes longer.
Yeah, and it takes longer, and it's what I mean.
Think about all the most recent scams and rug pulls, right? They've pretty much all been on BNB.
That's because usually the basis of a scam is somebody that's trying to make money, and if you're trying to make money very quickly, you're probably the cheapest. You're going to go the cheapest path possible,
which is BNB. So all right.
Yeah, if anything, it's a testament to BNB. Because if it's cheaper, faster, chapper. If it's cheaper and faster to launch something effectively on one chain, it speaks volumes of it.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about ADA, okay? ADA, one of my favorite projects, one of Robin's favorite projects, took over Solana and XRP, now currently sitting at number 6 with a hair under 20 billion in market cap, sitting at 58 cents. Now, this is a tweet from the Cardano Foundation. Monthly on-chain stats for the month of May. Amount of wallets went up almost 2% to 3.36 million. Delegated wallets also went up to 1.16. Transactions are up 7.7% in the month of May, sitting over 42 million transactions. Native tokens are also up 8.6%, and Plutus scripts are up 5.5%. Now, ADA staked is down 1.3%, still at 71.7%. 71% of all ADA is staked. I wonder, I haven't done any research on this, and Robin, maybe you can. What is the next highest number of tokens staked?
Probably Solana.
I would think ETH because of the merge.
Solana was pretty... Well, the thing is, a lot of people use it for utility, for transaction. So... if you take the big piece of the pie, is it a good thing that so many tokens are staked? Because then less people are physically using it for transaction purposes. So I think that reason alone is why Ethereum, because so many people are buying and using it,
right?
Or mining it and selling it and moving it, and
And here's the thing with ADA too. It's unique in the sense that you don't have to lock it up. So I've staked and unstaked, and stake in 5 minutes, unstake in 2 minutes. So,
but even though you don't have to lock it up, so with Cardano, for example, at least if you're going to use the mainnet, if you lock it up, you won't see rewards for probably almost 2 weeks,
right?
Because you have to wait for 3 epochs.
Well, that's if you do it on the actual mainnet.
Yeah, on the mainnet.
I do it on a centralized exchange. I use Kraken, and I get about 4 to 6%, and they pay out every 7 days. So now. Proposals funded almost 1,000. So yes, Cardano's a slow mover. Yes, they're taking their time, but everything is going as planned. They are taking their time, peer review after peer review, test after test. It's eventually, we're going to look at Cardano. It's going to have the most adoption. It's going to have the most transactions. It's going to have the fastest transactions per second. And we're going to look back and say it was worth it. Got to stay patient. Let's get in some TA. Now, revisiting this Bitcoin chart here. This was our daily Bitcoin chart. Again, broke out of this triangle. And we did talk about testing this trend line here. We got close. Well, technically, we did test the trend line. We wicked down here, right here. We wicked down to this trend line here, and then we had a bounce back up, which is a positive sign. But for me to feel comfortable saying that we are in a short-term uptrend, what I want to see is I want to see this candle close green, and I want to see the next candle close green above again. Then I'd feel comfortable saying, all right, maybe we are in a mini bull trend, and then I'll start looking for take profit points where I think it'll land next. But as of right now, it's looking good. Anything can change. Any news comes out. Biden says something. The Fed chair something. The markets freak out. It could change. But as of right now, what we're seeing on the technicals, very, very good sign. A coin that I think is getting ready. When I say explode, not your typical 60, 70%. is ready for a 10 to 15% move is Avalanche. Few factors here. The first one, the pattern we're in. We're in a descending channel. And this can either be a continuation pattern, which would mean that we continue to the downside, or it could be a reversal pattern. My hypothesis through my research is this will be a reversal pattern. We look at a few things. First thing we look at is RSI. Is it oversold? Is it overbought? Currently, we're closer to oversold than we are at overbought, which we should see a reversal in that. Also, my Arun indicators here, they're ready to kiss. They're ready to kiss. And as soon as the green line kisses they're ready to kiss, bro. Look,
You want to kiss?
Get out
They're
of here
here.
with your weird analysis, bro.
Sit in your hole and be quiet. They're getting ready to cross over. Now, when the green crosses over the red, that is a very, very good indicator. Now, I backtested this about 92% of the time. It does go that way. So once we see a cross and they continue going opposite directions, should mean we're in a we should start seeing a reversal of this downtrend we're seeing here. And then if we go to Crypto Stackers Pro, where are we at? On the easy bands, we are trading well below the green easy band. Anything on or below the easy band is great time to accumulate. We're talking about a project that hit an all-time high of over $145, picking it up at 25 bucks. Last time we saw Avalanche under these green easy bands, we pretty much had a double bottom and then bam, shot up from $9 all the way up to 56 bucks. Will we see that now with the current landscape? I don't know. But in the short term, I do believe we will see a reversal in Avalanche. See a nice 10 to 15% move to the upside.
You know, I found a pretty cool coin if you want to pull up my lap. So take a look at this guy right here. So this is the next trending coin out there. All right, ready? Amber Turd Coin.
Shut up with your weird analysis. Here's an Amber Turd coin.
You don't think it's funny, bro? Sean put it in the chat.
Let me guess. Binance Smart Chain.
Yeah. Pancake swap.
Now that Johnny Depp has won, you should think twice about, dropping deuces somewhere you should. I'm done. I'm finito. That's it. We're done. We are finished a little early today. Unless there's something else you want to talk about, Mr. Weirdo.
You're doing chart analysis, and you said they're gonna kiss
They're gonna kiss,
bro.
They're gonna kiss.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just like
you obviously don't
okay.
watch TA videos, which is fine.
Yeah,
I understand. You also don't know anything about NFTs, which is fine.
They're talking about their kissing.
I'll show you 3 videos when we're done. Just listen, bro. Just because you
you
haven't gotten a kiss in months.
As we see here, we have
just because look, Robin hasn't gotten a kiss in months. We have what we
call big spoon, little spoon formation here. We have a.
Robin, stay in your lane,
anniversary.
Bro. Your lane is being loud, annoying, and telling weird stories. Man. All right, we are done. Rocco, go ahead and roll the outro music. Friends, family, crypto fam. On behalf of myself, Eddie, Rocco, and Robin, we want to thank you so much for joining our stream today. We love you guys. Come back tomorrow. We have Forrest, one of our favorite guests from Crypto Stackers Pro, joining us tomorrow to do some TA on your favorite coins, talk about the market sentiment. If there's anything you'd like him to talk about, please feel free to either throw it in the chat now or when we are done. Comment on the video when it's all finished. Until tomorrow, we love you guys. Peace.
Smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas and Euritas I goof off. I got 16 missed calls.
Hey, put that one up there. I wonder if the turd chain is stronger than the Solana chain.
Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas and Euritas I goof off. Smoking on an island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I repay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't prove, baby. I got 16 minutes. missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Question marks along your brain, wonder if you should try again. Look at me inside your braces. Can't focus when we face to face. Plenty things I could go say. Name a place I go and pay at. Said she want no boo. Been around the world, plenty things I can show you. Taking flights to GA for our soul food. Gotta pay 1K for GA at my shows too. Keep it 1K with my fans even at my lows. Ooh. That's why I'm back. Show your man the things I've showed you. Tell your man how I used to hold you, but I won't hold you. Your new man is lame and all I spoke is true. Light one smoke for you. That sadness comes with coping too. This madness come with shit that's overdue. You strong with yourself, nobody else holding you, but I ain't holding you. You the one I need when I'm off that perk or two. Hit that thing early, got you sleep like curve for you. All these lame ass bitches I curve for you. All these packs and pearls I burnt with you. It's up now, baby, it's stuck. They can look, but they cannot. They gon' hate, so I keep that tucked. All this ice on me like pucks. I work hard, don't need no luck. Only thing I need is my Glock. When there's bread, these birds gon' flock. When they dead, I let them rot. I ain't tryna leave you up, I said stop waiting. And I don't got time for these pussy fuckers playing. You gotta read between the lines that I am saying. Ain't got no time for no more bullshit conversations, cause I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Yeah. Ooh, it's running right on the wall. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next step, whoa, not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss off, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I will pay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't prove, baby. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leaders, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Question marks along your brain, wonder if you should try again. Look at me inside your braces. Can't focus when we face to face. Plenty things I could go say. Name a place I go and pay at. Said she want no boo. Been around the world, plenty things I can show you. Taking flights to GA for our soul food. Gotta pay 1K for GA at my shows too. Keep it 1K with my fans even at my lows. Ooh. That's why I'm back. Show your man the things I've showed you. Tell your man how I used to hold you, but I won't hold you. Your new man is lame and all I spoke is true. Light one smoke for you. That sadness comes with coping too. This madness come with shit that's overdue. You strong with yourself, nobody else holding you, but I ain't holding you. You the one I need when I'm off that perk or two. Hit that thing early, got you sleep like like curfew. All these lame ass bitches I curve for you. All these Paxton pearls I burnt with you. It's up now, baby, it's stuck. They can look, but they cannot. They gon' hate, so I keep that tucked. All this ice on me like pucks. I work hard, don't need no luck. Only thing I need is my Glock. When there's bread, these birds gon' flock. When they dead, I let them rot. I ain't tryna leave you up, I said stop waiting. And I don't got time for these pussy fuckers playing. You gotta read between the lines that I am saying. Ain't got no time for no more bullshit conversations. Cause I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off.